Yes. First of all, it's a good job by UCF today. Scott and the team played well, certainly better than we did. So we had just too many problems out there to be consistent. Turn the ball over, penalties at the end of the half, missed tackles. So a lot of things we need to do a better job of. They were just better than us today.
I'm curious, out of Max when he came in there and then throughout the rest of the game, did you feel like he gave a better sense of a vertical offense for you guys? What did you like out of him, I guess, and then on the vertical offense, what did you like out of that especially?
Yeah, we'll take a look at the film and take a closer look at it. There's a lot of guys out there today. I think I could evaluate all of them.
On the left front row here.
Bill, before Gio's injury, what are some of the things you guys like about progress that he's made in moving the offense, which has been a struggle? So what are some of the things that you're seeing that are coming along that might be obvious to people who don't really see it like you do?
Yeah, we scored points the last 2 weeks. We had trouble doing it today. So.
Are there any specifics that you like about what he's doing?
Yeah, offense is football is a team sport. There's 11 guys out there. It's not, I'm talking about one guy. It's 11 guys that have to operate efficiently, and times we've done that and times we haven't. Today wasn't one of our better ones.
Front row on the right.
Yeah, Jeremiah Holloway with South Carolina. Bill, real quick, do you have an early word on Gio and potentially?
No, we'll wait and see how it looks tomorrow. It's hard to evaluate injuries, 5 minutes after the game. See how things look tomorrow.
Yeah, and then when it comes to, in the game, third down's kind of been a bit of a struggle this year. Then obviously, kind of similar today. What do you think needs to, change from that standpoint on, kind of extending drives on third down?
Well, it's a good pass rushing team. Third and long is the problem with these guys for everybody. So, situation we wanted to stay out of, and when we were in it, it was hard. When we weren't, we had a little more success, but this is a good pass rushing team.
Second row in the middle.
Yeah, Coach, the players came in and said they felt like they weren't prepared outside of some missed tackles and execution. Do you feel like UCF presented anything differently, surprising either offensively or defensively that kind of kept you guys a little bit off guard?
No, they did a good job. They do a good job. They have multiple options on their plays, which is they executed them well.
Is it what you expected from the Scott Frost offense?
Yeah, this is what they do. They're balanced. They have good backs. Quarterbacks are involved. Get the ball to the receivers on the RPOs. They're a well-balanced offense. Yeah, well coached. They do a good job.
Front row on the left.
Bill, what did you see kind of maybe go wrong on the defensive side of the ball, especially with that late first half touchdown?
3 penalties. 3 penalties and missed the coverage and just, yeah.
In the back on the right.
Hi, Bill. Marcus Richardson, Florida National News. This is the second nationally televised game for your team this season. What does your team have to do to be able to win these games?
Yeah, we'll take each game 1 week at a time and go out there and compete and do our best each week. That's what we're going to do.
Front row right here on the left.
Shelby Swanson with the News Observer. Will Hardy was just in here speaking to us, and he said something along the lines of, after this loss is a point where the team and the players can either come together or split apart. He feels like they're going to come together. Just as a coach, I'm curious, again, obviously a lot of emotions probably in the locker room after this one. What do you have to do in the bye week just to continue to uplift the players?
Yeah, well, as I said, we'll take a look at not just this game, the first 4 weeks, and address the areas that we feel like need to be improved the most and work on those and, do what we feel like we can do to improve the team.
Front row on the right.
Bill, just off the top of your head here coming out of this one, what would you maybe underline as the most important things you want to try to address during the bye? Like what are sort of the top line items?
Yeah, well, fundamentals and, basic execution certainly be near the top of the list. Situational footballs, that'll be up there too.
On the left, Coach, front row.
Does the bye week come at a good time for you guys to get healthy, and maybe if Gio can't go, you can maybe add some things for Max that maybe suit his skill set a little bit differently?
Yeah. Whenever it comes, it comes. schedule's a schedule, so when
Do you think your
when we're time to play, we'll play, and if we have extra time, then we'll use the extra time to benefit the team the best way we can.
Do you think your team could use maybe a little bit of a pullback to?
Bye week's always, that's always a good opportunity to get some things done, and, take care of some bumps and bruises, and, work on some things we need to work on, sure. That's always a good time to do that.
The second row right in the middle, Coach.
Andrew Jericho, Latavius Murray's last 24/7. On a kind of a different note, earlier in the week you've mentioned a lot of respect for Coach Frost. What did you learn about him during his playing days and now seeing him growing as a head coach, the kind of battle now between you guys?
What did I learn about him in his playing days?
Yeah, growing up
He
as
played defensive back for me at the Jets. So, look, Scott's a smart guy. He works hard. I mean, he played quarterback in Nebraska. Then he played special teams and defense at the Jets. So he played in all three phases of the game within a very short period of time at a very high level, which I think says a lot for him, not both physically and from a preparation and ability to do multiple things in the game, not just physically, but understand the game, assignments, and all that. So, that's what I know about him.
kind of as a follow-up, you mentioned earlier that you guys share similarities between the high number of transfers you guys have. How would you see that challenge continue to still pose against you?
Well, that's all over. It ended a long time ago, so everybody is where they are right now, and going forward, there's no more transfers this year. That's going to be at the end of the season.
Second row on the right.
Coach, kind of bouncing off his question a little bit, you have the bye week coming up. Do you also do sort of a reset now that your non-conference schedule is done? You still have the conference schedule ahead of you?
I mean, look, we get ready for the games that are on the schedule. So the ones that are coming up next, those are the ones we get ready for.
Last one here, front left.
Yeah, I guess just following up on something that you said earlier in the season, that you figured it would take you about 3 to 4 games into the schedule to figure out what you had. Now that we're, I guess, about at that point 4 games in, just what do you feel like you have in terms of just the team identity you assess at this point?
Well, it's still a work in progress, and we'll continue to work through it. I mean, it's a good time now to kind of reevaluate, look back at all 4 games, not just the last one or the first one or some other one, and try to take a look at it on a composite and see where we are on everything. Some things that we can do better, some things we probably need to move on from, some things we probably need to add, and maybe do in a little bit different direction. So we'll talk about all that, evaluate it this week, and see what lies in the weeks ahead.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bill. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, Bill.